Hey everybody. So today we're gonna make tuna and egg, and this is everybody I brought today. We got him and her. Yes. Look at her heart feet and bow in different colors. It's tie dye. And no. And this baby, my first baby, I had him for years. He don't got a name and he a Virgo. And this toy, I love you, that I took from Target. It was $6, but I didn't pay that. And this came in a pack at Ralph's, and I stole that too. Toys. I love toys. And I always put them like this on my bed. You see it in my pictures. Like this. Like that. Hopefully it don't get dirty. Ever. I don't want it to ever get dirty. And then this baby. It's new. I didn't pay for that either. So today we're going to make tuna and egg. I had a very long night last night. I didn't get any sleep. So first we got to grab the eggs. Now for some reason, my most recent groceries that I did not take a picture of are in the living room. So we have to get some tuna out of the bag. And then all of my babies are resting on the counter. So let me put y'all up here. All right. So let's get into it. I think this is going to be the first time that I do a vlog where I'm talking to y'all. Now I have done this on what's it called? What's that platform? YouTube. But I haven't done it on here. So yeah. So I have been having a very hard time in my life. Like ever since June 2024. I was in a relationship in 2023. I got into the relationship in September. Oh my God, y'all. See, that's what I'm talking about. And we broke up at the end of 2023 because he wasn't treating me right. My mom, who is abusive, had promised to rekindle the relationship with me and help me with homelessness and displacement. They both broke my heart. And I fled back to New York. Now, I originally came to California in 2022. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. And I moved to California from the East Coast in 2022. I come to in 2022. I come to California in 2022 from the East Coast. Sorry, my brain. I have nothing on my stomach. We got a string of tuna. In 2022. In 2023, I decided I want to go to New York. I'm unsure if it's a vacation or if it's are we moving there? I don't even know. So I go to New York. At the end of while I was in New York in 2023, because I came back the same year, I met my boyfriend. His name is Chris. And then I had tried to rekindle a relationship with my mom. By the beginning of 2024, he started ghosting me, not texting me back. He told me he was gonna put me up. Mama started acting a fool. She has a tendency to like abuse me like on holidays. So as soon as Thanksgiving rolled around, she was like, I don't want a relationship with you anymore. And my heart was just broken. He wasn't of much support to me. So I was like, okay, I'm moving. I'm gonna move back to New York, because what else do I have to lose? Went back to New York, didn't have no support. Got scammed. Gave this girl over $2,000 in rent money. She decided that she just didn't want anybody to live in the apartment with her, I guess. Let's go get a spoon. She didn't want anybody to live in the apartment with her. So she kept my 2,000, kept my cat that I had, who had 2 miscarriages. So I'm traumatized. At this point, this is the going into spring 2024, because like I said, I fled back to New York at the end of 2023 after we broke up and yeah, whatever. The exact month that I headed back was January. And I ended up falling out with my mom in November, and I broke up with my boyfriend around December. So by March, you know, the displacement and all that shit happened in February of 2024. You know, I want to commit, you know, like I'm trying to exit up off the earth. So I have an attempt on my birthday. My boyfriend does not answer me, or my ex-boyfriend. I'm texting him paragraphs telling him that I want to end it all and that I'm in the bathroom on the floor, and he did not text me back. Like, he literally, like, if I were to go on my birthday in 2024, he wouldn't have, nobody just wouldn't have known, and it just would have been over. I don't know. Or he just would have ignored me. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to California. So anyways, I say all that to say that, it's gonna get hot in here. I say all that to say that I have been trying to recover my life since then, and I'm in transitional housing currently. If you want to know, did my ex ever start treating me right? Absolutely not. Do me and my mother have a relationship? Absolutely not. My life was like starting to go up, like the smoke, in 2023. Like, I was doing so well in 2023, and I just lost everything. And it's happened so many times in my life where I build myself up and I build myself up, and then I just lose everything. And it's always related to a person. It don't even just gotta be a nigga. It's always a person. So, anyways, so yeah. So I've been trying to recover, and we're in 2025 now. And I'm doing sort of okay. Like, I'm sort of getting my health back. I'm underweight for, I'm 5'9", and I'm like 117 pounds, y'all. I don't have any support, whatever. So last night, bringing it back to last night, my intuition has been encouraging me to put myself out there on social media. And I have so many insecurities and fears, like the baby thing. I worry that y'all might think that's a kink. I have OCD, so I have a lot of intrusive thoughts about what everybody's gonna think, but not because I care what people are gonna think, but I'm just worried. Like, I'm worried that somebody's gonna be like, you're an imposter, you're blah, blah, blah. So, I've been trying to heal through that, and I'm really starting to understand that, like, y'all don't perceive me that way. Like, y'all don't perceive me, like, hold on. I have insecurities and, like, about, like, being skinny, for instance. Everybody says that my body is T. I have, like, what else? The fears about the baby thing. The food that I cook, like, I worry that y'all are, I don't know, I just have so many issues and fears, and every time I post, I learn that that's not the case. Right now, I'm literally worried that this video is too long and that nobody's gonna watch it. Somebody's gonna watch it. And so it's just like my intuition has been battling with, like my psychic abilities have been telling me X, Y, and Z is gonna happen, which is good. But my thoughts, my intuition has been leading me directly out of this situation, but my thoughts and my mental health is not helping. Being alone, isolated, panic attacks, like, I have all the knowledge, information, and tools, but it's difficult to, like, get it going, you know? And some people, oh, you're making excuses, you don't need support. Bitch, yes you do. Everybody needs support. It's not healthy to be isolated constantly 24/7 and to be in fear and pain and agony and panic attacks and overstimulation and autistic burnout. None of that is normal. So I've been doing what I can nevertheless, and putting teriyaki, P.F. Chang's teriyaki in here. I've been doing everything I can nevertheless, and here we are. So here I am right now. And you know what's funny? When I said here we are, that was right at the 10-minute mark, period. Y'all gotta see this. It looks sort of good. I usually do tuna and rice, but I've been dealing with like fears of organisms recently, and rice looks very similar to an organism that I'm scared of. So we will not be using rice. And even then, like stuff like that, like accommodating to my sensory needs and like not forcing myself to go through with things that I don't want to, and like not forcing myself and rushing myself. That's difficult. The OCD be telling me that talking to my spirit guides is non-consensual. I be struggling. I'm struggling in this house by myself. And I understand that I look cute on the internet or whatever, and I have so many ideas that I want to post, whatever. Like I'm supposed to talk about my housing journey and stuff, but I wanted to wait until I posted all my ideas. But I don't want to drown in silence. And I feel like I'm so tired of worrying about my aesthetic going against, like this going against my aesthetic. Like I want the page to look a certain way, but it is so healing when I do talk like this. Like it's so, I don't know, it's so healing. So I don't know, y'all. Oh, I put the 2 eggs in there. I don't know. So I'm a suspense queen, I'm sorry. So basically, let me tell you what happened last night. So dopamine and oxytocin, love those emotions, and those emotions are very vital and primitive in terms of me getting over my ex. So why the fudge did I get the urge? I got enough dopamine last night, and I was looking at memories of myself, and I thought about like, I was looking at something, and I thought about like really like getting up, or I thought about like how I used to go out to the club and stuff. And oh, I was looking at my own page, and I was looking at the video of like me dancing, and I was just like, damn, that really used to be me. Like I used to get up and go out, and I was like, I guess I just have to wait for the weather to change because the air quality is bad. We have a heat advisory. I can't breathe when I go outside. So I've been trapped in the house for 3 months. And I was thinking, and something was like, bitch, get up and shake your ass right now. Why do you have to wait? So I just got up and I put on eyeliner. I got dressed. So I uploaded all of those videos I uploaded, right? Which I can tell y'all are enjoying, period. So so after I take everything off, right? Like my makeup and my clothes and stuff, I lay down. My intuition says, don't lay down. Do not don't lay down. Don't go to sleep. It says don't go to sleep. And on those nights where I hear don't go to sleep, that means that there's some kind of negative energy force that I just need to stay up to be like vigilant of, right? So tell me why I start falling asleep. So I say, you know what? Okay, boom. My spirit guide say, okay, baby, set a timer. That is so good. So I set a timer. I set a timer for 30 minutes. I set the timer at 2:31. I fall asleep. 3:01 rolls around. I set another timer. I said, okay, I'm going to go make me a cup of mac and cheese. So that's what I did. Now, I'm already feeling negative. As I'm falling in and out of sleep, I'm feeling negative energy. My ex is talking to me in the astral realm, and I don't mean that in a twin flame delusional kind of way, like, oh, he's going to come back to me. He's never going to come back to me. I'm trying to, like, get away, like, spiritually from the situation because I suspect that he and another ex did magic on me, and I'm trying to break the spiritual warfare. So I'm already feeling it in the air. And so I'm trying to figure out what to eat out of. Why in the world do I get up and I make the mac and cheese, right? But I'm already knowing that something bad is getting ready to happen. And y'all, tell me why I go into the kitchen and I get the mac and cheese out of the microwave and I'm trying to rinse off the bottom of the mac and cheese cup because it has starch on it, which is like a very thick, like watery, like thick glob like substance. It was disgusting. And I'm trying to wash off the bottom of the cup, which I do all the time. And I tilted the cup over in the sink and just boiling water spilled all over my fingers and it just burned me. And I went into shock. So I was in shock for like 3 seconds. And I was like, shit. So I threw the macaroni and cheese down in the sink. I threw my favorite spoon, my baby spoon, down on the floor in the kitchen. And I was like, they're mac and cheese. So I'm crying. And something just said, go lay down. And I went and I laid down. And then I realized one of the main visions that I had about my ex, I sent screenshots of it to myself on one of my other phones. And tell me why I go to find it and it expired through iCloud. And it was like over 40 screenshots of just like that vision of like what's going to end up happening to us in the very end. Like in the very end, it said he was going to invite me somewhere or something, and it wasn't clear if I said yes, but it was like some kind of proposal. Doesn't mean it was positive, but it was important because I hadn't interpreted the vision yet. And I cried. I laid there and I cried, and I was like, because I just got burned, I'm hungry, I don't know where my notes are. My notes are gone forever. I signed in and out of iClouds, my 2 iClouds for hours trying to find it. It's just gone. And I just feel like I lost so much, and I lost so many parts of myself trying to recover. And it's like I'm doing a good job, but sometimes it just feels like something is, I don't know. Well, actually, no. No, I'm doing a good job, but having to recover from the past is very painful. And it's like I'm catching up to stuff that I've already lost, and those realizations are very painful. So is this almost a 20-minute vlog? Yes. Are y'all gonna watch this? I don't know. Is this gonna upload? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Bitches is sad. That's what happened last night after I uploaded the stuff, and I just wanted to talk about it. But I hope everybody has a good day. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. This tuna tastes more fishy than usual, but I did get it from Dollar Tree, so hey. That's my food, and this is my Kool-Aid. Ignore the trash. This is my Kool-Aid. Goodbye, everybody.